Hello everybody and welcome back to the Top Flight Computers YouTube channel. This is part number 2 of the Brandon Herrera build. This is going to be the actual building of the system. If you have not seen our part 1 where we go over all of the parts and things that are going in the system, go ahead and click back, watch that one real quick, and then jump on over to this one. So, my name is Connor. We're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. Again, I'm not really going to be explaining a lot of the parts as we did that in part 1. The only thing that I have done off camera is I put in the bunch of like fittings and things to try to start mocking up our loop, as well as over here on our motherboard I have installed the EK water blocks standoffs. And the only last thing that I have done is I installed some brackets on our 8TB drives. And then, if you guys remember last time, we did not actually list a power supply that is going in the system. So, we're actually going to be using a Corsair 850, but as you noticed, it's wrapped in wood. So that was something we also did off camera. Cables are coming in from CableMod. Unfortunately, we had a shipping issue with those, so hopefully those will get in kind of as soon as possible. So beyond that, I'm going to try to do as much as I can without those, if you will. We're still missing RAM. There's a few issues with that going on, but that'll hopefully be in here pretty soon. But luckily, RAM is very easy to just slot right in, and our other NVMe SSD, again, easy to do. We'll just plan for it so that when it comes in we can just slap it on in there. Once we do that, I'll throw up the radiators, throw up the fans and things, hence why everything is kind of spread out. It's a work day rather than a presentation day. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the motherboard. So everybody, I am going to go ahead and install our M.2 drive, and I'm going to put it in this slot right up here. There's another one right down over here, but we're going to go ahead and leave that for the extra 1TB NVMe SSD that we'll get in eventually, because our graphics card is going to basically cover up this top slot, so it's going to be very hard to slot an M.2 afterwards, after the fact. But I will go ahead and install the standoff down there so we will not forget it. And we're going to jump into a little bit of a time lapse as I put everything on the motherboard. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into mounting our radiators where they're going to go. So probably cue another time lapse. So taking a quick break from the case, we are going to go ahead and jump into the GPU, and we're going to be taking the stock cooler off right up here and replacing it with our new EK block. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into that right now. everybody, so it is a new day. That means new parts have come in and almost everything is here for this system. We are just missing the RAM and the M.2 that'll be installed down there on the bottom, but other than that, we have everything. As you guys can see, the cables are installed. I went through and did that yesterday once we got those in and spent way too long cable managing. So this is where we're at right now. You guys can kind of see that a few of the cables are not tied down yet, and that is really just because those are the pump controls, and we're going to use that on a separate power supply so we don't end up risking any of our hardware in here. So we're going to go ahead and start bending some tube. And with that, we have all of the work basically completed for the system, except the filling. So I'm gonna make you guys wait for part 3 on that one. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button wherever it is, on whichever side of the screen it is, so you guys don't miss that. And we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.